Let me tell you something that most people never realize until it's too late. Your morning decides your life, not your luck, not your background, not the economy. Your morning. Between 3 and 5 a.m., the world is quiet. The noise is gone. The distractions are asleep. The opinions have paused. And in that silence, there's a window, a small golden window, where your mind is clear, your spirit is calm, and your thoughts are honest. Most people never touch that hour. They sleep through it, they wake up rushing, running, reacting. They spend their mornings chasing time instead of owning it. But the successful, the disciplined, the people who rise in life, they use that hour to think, to learn, to build, to pray, to write, to prepare, before the world demands anything from them. You see, success is not built in the spotlight. It's built in silence. It's built when nobody's watching, when the phone isn't ringing, when you're sitting alone with your thoughts asking yourself, who do I want to be today? You can't win your life if you keep losing your mornings. And if you start your day in confusion, you'll spend your whole day reacting. But if you start your day in control, the rest of your day falls in order. So I want to give you something powerful today. Not just advice, but a way of life. I want to show you how to use the hours between 3 and 5 a.m. to completely shift your focus, your habits, your results, and your direction. Because when you start waking up in those hours, not just to be awake, but to take control, you'll notice something. You'll begin to think clearly. You'll begin to plan intentionally. You'll begin to live with purpose. And you'll finally stop letting the world control how you feel and what you do. That's what these early hours are about. They're not about proving anything to anyone. They're about proving something to yourself, that you have the discipline to lead your life, not just live it. So let's begin. Let's talk about the power of waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. and how those quiet hours can make you unstoppable. Number 1, take control of your mornings before the world wakes up. Let me tell you something very real. If you don't take control of your mornings, the world will. And once the world takes over your morning, it takes over your mind. Every morning, life gives you two options. You can either wake up and control your day, or you can let your day control you. Now, most people wake up late. They grab their phones, they scroll, they rush, they react. They let other people's opinions, problems, and noise enter their mind before they've even had one clear thought of their own. And that's why they feel tired, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually, because they start their day behind, reacting to everything instead of leading anything. But those who win, those who rise above average, they do something different. They use the early morning to create space between themselves and the chaos of the world. You see, between 3 and 5 a.m., the world is asleep. That's not just silence, that's opportunity. That's the time when you can think clearly, plan wisely, and prepare mentally before the noise begins. Imagine this. Instead of waking up to the sound of notifications, you wake up to your own purpose. You sit in silence. You write down your goals. You read something that strengthens your mind. You move your body. You thank God for another day. That's not just a morning routine. That's leadership. That's ownership of your life. Because when you wake up before the world, you're not running after time. You're leading it. You start your day strong. You decide how you want to feel. You choose what deserves your focus. And when the rest of the world wakes up, you're already 10 steps ahead. Calm, focused, and ready. Let me tell you something I learned a long time ago. Discipline at dawn builds dominance during the day. If you control the first hour, you control the next 23. But the truth is, this isn't easy. The bed will always whisper, sleep a little longer. Comfort will always pull you back. And if you give in to comfort at the start of the day, comfort will control the rest of it. So here's the real question. Do you want your mornings to belong to your dreams or your distractions? Because whichever one you feed first will rule your life. I've seen people change their entire destiny just by changing how they start their mornings. They began waking up early, not for the world, but for themselves. They started writing their goals, exercising, learning, praying, and suddenly they started walking differently. They started speaking differently. They started living with direction. Why? Because they finally owned their mornings. Let me remind you, success doesn't show up at noon. It's built in the hours when nobody's watching. The early hours are not about proving anything to anyone. They're about building something within yourself. That's when character is formed. That's when discipline is sharpened. That's when clarity is born. So, from tomorrow, I want you to make a small but powerful decision. Wake up 1 hour before the world does. Don't grab your phone. Don't check your messages. Don't rush. Sit in silence. Think, plan. Move your body. Feed your mind. Give your morning a purpose before the world gives it pressure. You'll notice something powerful. After a few days, you'll start feeling in control again. You'll stop feeling overwhelmed by noise. You'll start leading your time instead of losing it. And most importantly, you'll begin to respect yourself more. Because every time you wake up early, every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're telling yourself, my life matters. My goals matter, my peace matters. So, take control of your mornings before the world wakes up, because those who win the morning win the day, and those who win the day eventually win their life. Number 2, use the quiet hours to plan your day with clarity and focus. There's something powerful about being awake when the world is asleep. No distractions, no noise, no demands. It's just you, your thoughts, and the quiet. And that quiet isn't empty. It's full of answers you've been too busy to hear. You see, most people wake up and go straight into movement. They jump from one task to another. They react to life. Instead of designing it, they wonder why they feel scattered, anxious, and lost halfway through the day. It's because they started with confusion, clarity. But the few who understand the value of the early hours, they start differently. They wake up before the noise begins. They sit in silence. They think, they write, they plan, they decide before anyone else does what kind of day they're going to live. That's the beauty of the quiet hours between 3 and 5 a.m. You're not rushing, you're not comparing, you're not performing. You're reflecting, you're designing, you're giving your life direction before the world distracts you from it. Yeah. Now here's what I've learned. A man who starts his day with clarity ends his day with results. But a man who starts his day with confusion ends it with frustration. If you don't plan your day, you'll end up working on someone else's plan. If you don't choose what matters most, the world will choose for you, and it will always choose distraction over discipline. So use those early hours to take back your mind. Write down what you need to get done. Not 10 things, just the 3 that truly matter. Decide what will move your life forward, because when your priorities are clear, your decisions get simple. That's the difference between the busy and the productive. People start their day reacting. People start their day directing. They move with purpose. They speak with intention, and they live the day they planned, not the one that happens by accident. You don't need to wake up early just to say you did. You wake up early so you can start your day with peace, with control, and with clarity. You wake up early to think not just about what you're doing, but about who you're becoming. Ask yourself in those quiet hours, what do I want my life to look like a year from now? What kind of person am I becoming with the choices I make every day? What must I do today to move closer to that version of myself? That's what those early hours are for. Not scrolling, not comparing, but recalibrating. It's the time to remind yourself of your vision before life distracts you with noise. It's when you can adjust your path, strengthen your focus, and make sure your effort matches your goals. I can tell you, the people who get the most out of life aren't always the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones who start every morning knowing exactly what they want to do and why they're doing it. They have a plan and they follow it. They might not control everything that happens, but they always control how they start. And that's the difference between living intentionally and living accidentally. When you wake up early and plan your day in the quiet, you don't just build a schedule, You build confidence. You give yourself direction before the world gives you distraction. And that clarity gives you peace. Because when you know what matters most, small things stop bothering you. You stop wasting time on arguments, on comparison, on noise. You focus on progress. You focus on purpose. And at the end of the day, you go to bed with peace, not regret. So I want you to try this tomorrow. Wake up between 3 and 5. Sit in silence for 10 minutes. Breathe, think. Then write down the 3 most important things you want to accomplish today. Then write down 1 small step you'll take for your long-term goal. It doesn't have to be big, just consistent. Because when you begin your day with clarity, even small steps turn into massive results over time. But if you wake up and move without direction, you'll keep moving but never arrive anywhere. Remember this, a clear morning creates a strong mind, and a strong mind creates a focused life. Don't trade the quiet that could change your life for a few more minutes of sleep that keeps you the same. So use those quiet hours to plan your day with clarity and focus. Because when your morning is in order, your whole life starts falling into order too. Number 3, train your mind to rise before your excuses do. Every morning, there's a battle that happens before the sun even rises. It's not out there in the world, it's in your mind. The moment that alarm goes off, you face 2 voices. One says, get up, take charge, this is your time. The other says, stay down, you deserve more sleep, maybe tomorrow. That's the moment that defines your entire day. And slowly it defines your entire life. You either train your mind to rise before your excuses do, or your excuses train you to settle for less. See, excuses don't start big. Excuses don't start big. They start small. It's too early. I'm tired. I'll do it later. But later becomes never. And the truth is, if you give those small excuses a place in your mind, they'll take your future too. They don't stop with one day. They multiply, and before you know it, you've trained your mind to negotiate with your dreams. That's why discipline has to start early, before the noise, before the world wakes up, before your mind has time to talk you out of what you said you wanted. You can't wait to feel motivated. That's not how success works. Motivation is the reward of discipline, not the cause of it. The people who win in life are not the ones who always feel like it. They're the ones who act whether they feel like it or not. They have taught their mind one powerful rule. When it's time to rise, we rise. That's it. No debate, no delay, no negotiation. Because the moment you start reasoning with your excuses, you lose to them. When you train your mind to rise before your excuses do, you teach yourself that your decisions matter more than your moods. You stop letting comfort. You stop being a slave to your feelings and start becoming a master of your focus. And that small decision to wake up when you said you would builds a strength that spreads to every part of your life. You start keeping promises to yourself. You start trusting yourself again. You start realizing that you have control, and that control brings confidence. Think about it. How you start your day says everything about who you are becoming. If your mind learns to ignore your goals at 4 a.m., it'll ignore them at 4 p.m. too. But if you train yourself to keep your word when no one's watching, you build a kind of power that shows up everywhere, in your work, in your relationships, in your confidence. Because the person who can win against their own excuses can win against anything life throws at them. Most people want to wake up motivated. They want to feel strong before they act strong. But the truth is, your feelings follow your habits. You act first, and your feelings catch up later. You wake up early even when it's hard, and soon it becomes natural. But you stay disciplined even when it's inconvenient, and soon it becomes who you are. You are. The mind learns what you teach it. And when you teach it strength, it starts giving you strength back. Every time you silence an excuse, you strengthen your mind. Every time you win that small morning battle, you build momentum for the day. That's how you turn ordinary mornings into extraordinary progress. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. It's about saying to yourself, I may not control the world, but I control when I rise. And that mindset, that quiet, disciplined decision, changes everything. People will ask, why so early? Why push yourself that hard? Because you're not training for comfort, you're training for growth. And growth requires consistency. You can't grow if you keep giving in to the same excuses that have held you back for years. Every time you win that same battle, you remind yourself that you're in charge, not your feelings. You teach your body to obey your mind, not the other way around. Remember, the easiest way to ruin your future is to keep listening to your excuses. They sound kind, they sound reasonable, but they're thieves. They steal your mornings, your focus, and your potential. And the only way to stop them is to act before they start. Rise before they rise. Move before they whisper. Act before they argue. Because when you move faster than your excuses, you break their power completely. So tomorrow morning, when that alarm rings, don't think twice. Just rise, sit up, stand tall, move. Do what you said you would do. Because every time you rise before your excuses, you prove to yourself that your word is stronger than your weakness. And that's the kind of power that can change your entire life. One morning at a time. Number 4, build your morning discipline as your mental foundation. Discipline is the foundation that holds your entire life together. It's not luck, not talent, not who you know. It's the daily discipline that creates the structure for every success. And if there's one time of day that defines your discipline, it's the morning. What you do when you first wake up tells the truth about how serious you are about your goals. When you take control of your morning, you take control of your mind. And when you take control of your mind, you take control of your entire life. You see, most people wake up to their phones, their messages, their distractions, not to their purpose. They start the day reacting instead of leading. They wake up already behind, already stressed, already pulled in 100 directions. And that's not how success works. If you start your day scattered, you'll spend your day scattered. But if you start your day with direction, you'll spend your day in control. The first few hours after you wake up are the most valuable time of your life. That's when your mind is fresh, quiet, and ready to learn. That's when you build your foundation. Discipline is not about punishment, it's about protection. You protect your time, your energy, your focus. When you wake up early and follow your routine, you're not being strict, you're being smart. You're creating space for your growth before the world demands your attention. You're giving yourself time to think, time to plan, time to prepare. Most people say they don't have time, but the truth is, they waste it before they even start their day. If you win your morning, you don't need to chase the day, it will follow your direction. Your morning discipline becomes when you keep your word to yourself first thing in the morning, you start the day with confidence. You start the day already winning. You've proven that you can depend on yourself. And that feeling carries into every meeting, every decision, every challenge. That's why it's not just about waking up early. It's about what you do when you wake up. Do you start scrolling or do you start growing? Do you feed your distractions or do you feed your mind? The choice you make in those first hours shapes your entire mindset. Every morning is a blank page, and discipline is the pen. If you write chaos in the morning, don't expect peace in the evening. If you write clarity, focus, and structure, your whole day follows that rhythm. You don't need a complicated plan. Just a few simple habits, reading something that grows your mind, writing your goals, reviewing your progress, exercising your body, and setting your intentions. Do that every morning, and your life will start to feel different. Not because the world changed, but because you did. You don't build confidence by talking about what you'll do. You build it by doing what you said you'd do. Every morning that you wake up on time, follow through on your plan, and stay consistent, your mind learns that you can be trusted. That's where strength comes from. And over time, that quiet, steady discipline turns into momentum. Momentum turns into confidence. Confidence turns into success, and success turns into peace, because you no longer doubt yourself. You've proven to yourself that you'll show up no matter what. Some people wait for motivation to appear. They wait to feel ready before they act. But that's the trap. You don't wait for motivation. You create it through movement. Discipline always comes first. You move first, and the energy follows. You act first, and the inspiration comes later. Once your body starts moving, your mind wakes up, your focus sharpens, and your confidence builds. The hardest part is not the work. It's the start. And when you master your mornings, you master the start. There's power in doing what others refuse to do. Most people are sleeping while you're building. Most people are comfortable while you're preparing. That's what separates those who talk about success from those who live it. The early hours teach you control. They teach you patience. They teach you how to face the discomfort that most people avoid. And when you learn to live with that discomfort, nothing in life feels impossible anymore. Your morning is not just the start of the day. It's the start of who you're becoming. The discipline you practice before sunrise shows up in your decisions after sunset. It shows up in your work ethic, in your relationships, in your confidence, in the way you carry yourself. That's why successful people guard their mornings. They know it's not just about time. It's about energy. It's about mindset. It's about preparation. So build your morning discipline as your mental foundation. Wake up with a plan, act on it, and keep your word to yourself. Do it even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it, because that's where real strength is born. In the moments you could choose comfort, but choose growth instead. Build that foundation strong enough, and no storm will shake your confidence again. Number 5, use early hours to plan your day with clarity. If you wake up without a plan, the world will give you one, and it won't serve you. One of the biggest mistakes people make is starting the day without direction. They wake up, pick up their phone, check messages, and react to everyone else's priorities. They spend the whole day busy, but not productive, moving fast, but going nowhere. But those who take time in the early hours to plan with clarity, they own the day before the world even wakes up. The early hours are when your mind is quiet, your emotions are steady, and your focus is sharp. That's the best time to think clearly and organize your life. You can't make good decisions in the middle of noise. You need silence to see clearly. The morning gives you that silence. When you wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., there's no rush, no distraction, no interruption. It's just you, your thoughts, and your goals. That's when clarity becomes possible. Flaunting your day is not just about writing tasks. It's about designing your direction. You ask yourself, what truly matters today? What are the few things that will move my life forward? That's how you separate the essential from the trivial, because not everything you can do should be done. Successful people don't do more things. They do the right things at the right time with full attention. When you plan early, you avoid wasting your day on things that don't count. You should never trust your memory to manage your day. Your mind is for creating ideas, not storing them. Write down what needs to be done. Put it on paper. There's power in seeing your plan clearly in front of you. It gives you confidence and structure. It turns your ideas into actions. And when you start checking things off, you feel that sense of progress. That's what keeps you motivated. Flaunting is not a boring task. It's the foundation of momentum. People often say they don't have enough time, but that's not true. The problem is not the number of hours, it's how they're used. The difference between a productive person and a busy person is planning. Busy people react to everything that happens. Productive people act on what they decided earlier. When you plan your day early, you give each hour a job. You make your time work for you, not against you. And that simple shift changes everything. The early morning gives you something no other time can: perspective. You can look at your life without pressure, without noise, without comparison. You can see where you're headed and whether it still makes sense. Sometimes we get lost not because we're lazy, but because we're unclear. Planning brings you back to purpose. It reminds you of why you started. It helps you realign your day with your bigger goals. It's not just planning tasks, it's planning meaning into your hours. Planning really also protects your energy. If you wake up and know what you're doing, you waste no time deciding. Decision fatigue is real. The more you decide during the day, the more tired your mind becomes. That's why great achievers plan their day before it begins. They make their decisions early so they can spend their energy executing, not guessing. They move with clarity because the thinking was already done when their mind was fresh. There's something powerful about writing your plan while the world sleeps. You feel in control. You feel centered. You feel like you're ahead because you are. That quiet confidence carries through your entire day. You walk differently, speak differently, think differently. You don't chase the day follows your command. That's what happens when you lead with clarity. You'll notice something beautiful once you start doing this. Your days will stop blending together. They'll start having meaning. You'll start seeing progress, not just activity. You'll end each day with satisfaction instead of exhaustion. Why? Because you lived with intention. You didn't just go through the motions, you directed them. You lived by design, not by default. So wake up early and plan your day with clarity. Don't leave your hours to chance. Be deliberate about how you spend your time. Ask yourself every morning, what deserves my focus today? And when you know the answer, guard it, follow it, execute it. Because when you live with clarity, your 24 hours don't just pass, they multiply in value. That's how ordinary days turn into extraordinary results. Number 6, exercise early to boost your energy and focus. Success begins with energy, and energy begins with movement. Your body is the engine that drives everything you do, and the quality of that engine depends on how well you care for it. When you wake up early and invest 1 hour in physical activity, you are not just exercising your muscles, you are fueling your mind, sharpening your focus, and creating momentum for the entire day. Early exercise isn't about punishment or obligation, it's about empowerment. It's a deliberate choice to take control of your morning before the world imposes its distractions. Your body is a reflection of your choices, and nothing accelerates focus like movement. When you exercise early, your blood circulation increases, oxygen reaches your brain, and your nervous system awakens. That morning, surge of energy is tangible. You feel alive, alert, and capable. Every decision becomes clearer. Every challenge seems smaller. That 1 hour of exercise doesn't just impact your body, it impacts your mindset. You gain a sense of accomplishment before most people have even started their day, and that confidence sets a tone that lasts from sunrise to sunset. Discipline forms when you commit to early exercise. The alarm goes off, and the temptation is strong to hit snooze, to stay under the warmth of your blankets, to postpone. But showing up, even when motivation is low, is the difference between a life that drifts and a life that achieves. Exercise teaches your mind to overcome resistance. It shows you that discomfort is temporary and that effort pays off. This habit spills into other areas: work, relationships, personal goals. You carry that resilience into every decision and challenge you face. Even minimal exercise creates massive results when done consistently. You don't need hours of intense training. A brisk walk, some push-ups, stretching, or yoga for 1 hour compounds over weeks, months, and years. Your energy levels rise, your focus sharpens, and your productivity soars. Each morning becomes a seed planted for long-term health and performance. You begin to notice clarity in your thinking, a sharper memory, and the ability to respond to problems without overwhelm. Your body and mind are aligned, ready to operate at peak capacity. Exercise early also enhances mood and mental clarity. Movement releases endorphins, chemicals that make you feel good, and reduces cortisol, the stress hormone. After 1 hour of intentional activity, your mind feels lighter, clearer, and more focused. Challenges you would normally procrastinate on feel manageable. You are not only physically awake, but mentally alive. Your focus becomes precise. Your energy flows into creative problem-solving, decision-making, and proactive behavior. You gain an advantage over those who start their day reacting to emails, news, and social media before even taking control of their energy. The early morning is a time when the world is quiet, distractions are minimal, and opportunity is abundant. Exercising during this period gives you a head start. While others are still asleep, you have already invested in your body, your mind, and your energy. That investment pays off repeatedly throughout the day. Tasks are completed faster, creativity increases, decision-making improves, you experience less fatigue and greater mental stamina. This 1 hour is more than exercise. It is a strategic advantage, a daily ritual that separates high performers from those who drift through life. Your body and mind are intertwined. Physical energy fuels mental clarity, and mental clarity improves physical performance. Early exercise awakens your senses and sharpens your focus in a way nothing else can replicate. You begin to notice subtleties you would normally overlook. You respond faster, think clearer, and act with intention. You feel present in your body, in your environment, and in your actions. That heightened awareness transforms ordinary tasks into purposeful activity. Energy and focus multiply because you created them intentionally at the beginning of your day. Consistency beats intensity. It is not about running a marathon every morning or lifting weights until exhaustion. It is about showing up for yourself, prioritizing your body and mind, and building a habit that compounds. Over time, this small but consistent action becomes a foundation for every success you pursue. You will notice more energy in the afternoon, sharper focus during work, better interactions with people, and an elevated sense of personal satisfaction. The effects extend far beyond your physical health. They enhance every area of your life. Early exercise also improves resilience and self-control. The discipline required to wake up and move strengthens your ability to say no to distractions, procrastination, and unhealthy habits. Each morning, you invest in movement, you train your mind to resist impulses and focus on long-term benefits. That control carries over into financial decisions, career opportunities, and relationships. You become someone who doesn't wait for motivation. You create momentum and take action even when it feels difficult. Energy, focus, and discipline are no longer wishful thinking. They become your daily reality. So take the step now. Wake up, move your body, and claim your morning. Commit to 1 hour of exercise that strengthens your body, sharpens your mind, and fuels your energy. This is not a small habit. It is a powerful foundation for every goal you want to achieve. Energy leads to focus. Focus leads to action, and action leads to results. When you prioritize your health and movement in the early hours, you take control of your life. Every step, stretch, and rep builds a stronger, sharper, and unstoppable version of yourself. Number 7, spend 1 hour improving your health and energy daily. Your body is the foundation of everything you do, and without energy, even the best plans and ideas fail to materialize. Spending 1 hour each day focusing on your health is not a luxury. It is an essential investment in your life. This hour is dedicated entirely to improving your stamina, strengthening your body, and fueling your mind. It can take many forms: cardiovascular training, strength exercises, flexibility routines, or mindful practices like yoga and meditation. What matters is that this hour is intentional, focused, and consistent. Energy is not something you wait for. It is something you create. By spending 1 hour daily improving your health, you are actively generating the energy that powers your entire day. This energy shows up as mental clarity, emotional stability, and physical stamina. You notice a shift in your ability to handle stress, tackle challenges, and make better decisions. Tasks that once seemed overwhelming feel manageable, and you begin to move through your day with purpose and strength. That 1 hour compounds into results that shape your entire life. Consistency is the secret. It is not the intensity of a single session, but habit of showing up every day that produces lasting results. You do not need to exhaust yourself or push to extremes. What matters is that you commit to this hour without excuses. Over time, your body adapts, your metabolism improves, and your resilience grows. This small but consistent action sets the stage for higher productivity, better focus, and a stronger mindset. Health and energy become your allies, not obstacles. Nutrition and hydration amplify the results of this daily hour. Eating intentionally and drinking enough water ensures your body can perform at its best. When you fuel your body properly, exercise becomes more effective, recovery is faster, and mental sharpness increases. Your body and mind are synchronized, and you notice a heightened sense of well-being. Energy is no longer sporadic. It becomes consistent, reliable, and sustainable. The hour you dedicate is magnified by the choices you make before and after it, creating a powerful cycle of health and vitality. Mental focus grows as your physical health improves. Each day, you experience greater clarity, faster decision-making, and enhanced problem-solving skills. Energy and focus are intertwined. When your body is strong, your mind is sharp. You no longer waste time and effort due to fatigue or distraction. You notice that even complex tasks are easier to tackle because your energy is aligned with your intentions. The hour you dedicate to your health becomes a leverage point, amplifying every action and every decision throughout your day. Investing in your health also strengthens your emotional resilience. Physical activity releases endorphins that lift your mood and reduce stress. 1 hour a day is enough to create a noticeable difference in how you feel emotionally. You face challenges with composure, manage stress effectively, and maintain a positive outlook even under pressure. Health is no longer just about appearance or physical ability. It becomes the fuel for emotional stability, enabling you to respond to life rather than react impulsively. This daily hour fosters discipline and self-respect. Committing to yourself in this way sends a message to your subconscious that you are serious about your life. That discipline spills over into other areas: work, relationships, and personal goals. You develop a mindset of consistency, follow-through, and accountability. By investing in your health and energy, you are also training your mind to value preparation, patience, and persistence. You become someone who can endure challenges, overcome obstacles, and maintain momentum when others falter. Energy created through daily health practices is contagious. You notice that people respond differently to you when you are vibrant, focused, and full of life. Your presence inspires others, elevates collaboration, and enhances influence. Health is no longer just personal. It becomes a strategic advantage in every area of your life. You perform better, interact more effectively, and experience life with greater satisfaction. This 1 hour strengthens not only your body, but your relationships, career, and overall impact on the world. The hour dedicated to health is a commitment to your future self. It is a deliberate choice to live longer, stronger, and with greater capacity for achievement. But each day compounds into weeks, months, and years, and the results are undeniable. Your body becomes more resilient, your mind sharper, and your energy abundant. You are no longer at the mercy of exhaustion or distractions. Instead, you command your life through discipline, care, and intentional action. This habit separates those who merely exist from those who thrive. So take control of your health today. Dedicate 1 hour to improving your energy and strength. Make it non-negotiable, consistent, and purposeful. The benefits extend far beyond physical appearance. They affect your mind, your emotions, your performance, and your life trajectory. Health and energy become the foundation for every success you seek. Your body is your most valuable asset, and investing in it daily ensures that you operate at your highest potential. This 1 hour is not a small sacrifice. It is the key to unlocking your best self and your most productive life. Number 8, read or learn something valuable before sunrise. Waking up before sunrise creates a rare window of uninterrupted focus. This is the time when the world is quiet, distractions are minimal, and your mind is fresh. By dedicating this early time to reading, studying, or learning, you invest in your growth before daily demands pull your attention elsewhere. 1 hour of purposeful learning each morning compounds over days, weeks, and months into knowledge, skill, and insight that sets you apart from others. Early learning turns your mornings into a competitive advantage that can accelerate your personal and professional success. Choosing what to learn is critical. Focus on subjects that expand your mind, improve your skills, or directly impact your goals. Read books that challenge your thinking, watch educational videos, or study practical techniques that strengthen your abilities. Avoid passive entertainment during this period. The value comes from active, intentional learning. By cultivating a habit of acquiring knowledge daily, you gradually build expertise, confidence, and clarity. This consistent effort separates those who remain average from those who continuously evolve and achieve extraordinary results. The early hours enhance comprehension and retention. Your brain is rested and capable of absorbing information more efficiently. By reading or learning before sunrise, you capitalize on your peak mental clarity. You can process new concepts, connect ideas, and apply them more effectively throughout the day. The habit of early learning sharpens critical thinking and decision-making. It transforms your mornings from idle routines into powerful sessions of growth that produce tangible improvements in performance, creativity, and problem-solving over time. Learning before sunrise also develops discipline and consistency. It is not easy to wake early, ignore distractions, and dedicate yourself to self-improvement, but that struggle strengthens character. The discipline you cultivate in these quiet hours translates to other areas of life. Your ability to commit, focus, and persist underpins every success you pursue. Each early morning session reinforces your sense of control and responsibility, teaching you that results come to those willing to act consistently when it's hardest to do so. This practice builds momentum for the rest of your day. After investing an hour in learning, you carry energy, confidence, and motivation into every task. You approach work, interactions, and challenges with a sharper mind and a more positive outlook. Early learning also fosters creativity and innovation. New ideas often surface in these undisturbed moments. By prioritizing personal growth at the start of the day, you ensure that your mind evolves, your skills improve, and your results compound. The habit of learning early provides long-term advantage. Knowledge gained before sunrise is knowledge that others may never acquire. This consistent investment in yourself accumulates over months and years, creating opportunities, insights, and capabilities that open doors in ways that short-term efforts cannot. Every book read, every lesson learned, and every skill practiced during this time becomes a building block for success. Early learning is not just about knowledge, it's about transforming your life by taking control of the hours that most people waste. In addition to knowledge, early learning strengthens mental resilience. Engaging your mind before the chaos of daily responsibilities trains patience, concentration, and mental endurance. You learn to focus on complex tasks without interruption and develop a habit of tackling challenges head-on. This mental conditioning enhances problem solving and prepares you for high-pressure situations throughout the day. It also reinforces a mindset of growth and lifelong learning, reminding you that time invested in yourself yields unmatched returns. Consistency is key. The value of early learning compounds only when practiced regularly. Scatting days diminishes the effect, while daily dedication ensures steady growth. Make this habit non-negotiable. Treat it as a sacred period reserved exclusively for expanding your knowledge and improving your mind. Protect this time from distractions, notifications, and interruptions. Over time, this consistent practice transforms your mindset, expands your abilities, and positions you far ahead of peers who postpone growth until later in the day. Reading or learning before sunrise also influences your environment and relationships. When you start your day by investing in yourself, your energy, confidence, and perspective positively impact others. You communicate more effectively, solve problems efficiently, and inspire those around you. Your morning learning sets the tone for personal and professional interactions. By elevating yourself first, you indirectly elevate your environment, creating a ripple effect of growth, motivation, and opportunity. Ultimately, dedicating time before sunrise to read or learn something valuable is a choice that defines your future. It is a commitment to personal growth, discipline, and excellence. Each morning you invest in your mind, you strengthen your ability to think, act, and achieve. Over time, these hours accumulate into extraordinary knowledge, insight, and capability. Waking early to learn is not just a habit. It is a powerful strategy that shapes your success, maximizes your potential, and ensures you consistently move closer to the life you want. Number 9, allocate time for deep work and focused action. The early hours before sunrise are ideal for deep work because the world is quiet and distractions are minimal. This is the time to tackle your most important tasks that require focus, strategy, and creativity. By dedicating this period to meaningful work, you accomplish more in 1 hour than many do in an entire day of interruptions. Focused action during these hours ensures that your efforts are not scattered, but concentrated on high-value outcomes that move your life forward. Deep work before others wake sets the foundation for a productive and successful day. Deep work demands plan and clarity. Start by identifying the tasks that have the highest impact on your goals and prioritize them. Eliminate anything that can interrupt your focus. Silence notifications, minimize environmental distractions, and commit to the task fully. In these hours, your mind is rested, sharp, and ready to solve problems efficiently. This concentrated effort trains your brain to work at a higher level, strengthening problem-solving skills, strategic thinking, and creativity. The more consistently you practice deep work, the more capable you become of handling complex challenges effectively. Focusing deeply early cultivates a sense of accomplishment. By completing critical tasks before the day even begins, for most people, you gain momentum and confidence. This early success sets a psychological tone that carries through every subsequent activity. You feel empowered, in control, and motivated, knowing that the most important work has already been done. This habit reduces stress, improves time management, and enhances overall productivity allowing you to allocate the rest of the day to other priorities without feeling rushed or overwhelmed. Deep work before sunrise also creates opportunities for innovation. With minimal distractions, your mind can explore ideas, make connections, and generate solutions that are often overlooked during busy hours. By giving yourself uninterrupted thinking time, you cultivate creativity, clarity, and insight that distinguishes high achievers from those who are merely busy. These early hours allow for reflection, planning, and innovation in ways that are not possible once the day fills with external demands and interruptions. Focused action comes results. Even 1 hour daily of uninterrupted, high-value work accumulates into substantial progress over weeks and months. The key is making deep work non-negotiable. Protect this time with discipline and treat it as a cornerstone of your personal and professional growth. Avoid compromising this period for low-priority tasks or distractions. Over time, this consistency not only enhances productivity, but builds mental stamina, resilience, and the ability to concentrate on challenging projects, giving you an edge over others who react to circumstances instead of proactively creating results. Deep work early also teaches time mastery. When you commit to focused action, you learn to estimate time accurately, plan effectively, and execute efficiently. This habit helps you identify where you spend time unnecessarily and redirect energy toward what truly matters. By controlling you gain leverage over your day instead of allowing external factors to dictate your pace. This control leads to better decision-making, more effective problem-solving, and a higher likelihood of achieving your long-term goals with purpose and precision. The practice of early deep work enhances personal growth and self-discipline. It demonstrates your commitment to your goals and your willingness to invest in what matters most. By prioritizing focused action, you develop patience, persistence, and a strong work ethic. These qualities spill over into other areas of life, creating a pattern of achievement, responsibility, and resilience. Each session reinforces your ability to stay on track, overcome distractions, and pursue excellence consistently, shaping not just your day, but your character and future success. Early deep work also improves mental clarity and focus throughout the day. When your mind tackles complex problems first, you free yourself from cognitive overload later. This practice reduces mental fatigue, enhances decision-making, and increases efficiency in all other tasks. Your attention remains sharper, your energy higher, and your output more impactful. By starting the day with meaningful, concentrated work, you maintain a sense of purpose and accomplishment that drives motivation and reinforces the habit of disciplined, high-value effort in every area of life. Focused action before sunrise strengthens strategic thinking and long-term planning. With quiet hours, you can analyze goals, evaluate progress, and develop strategies without pressure or interruptions. This reflective practice allows for better prioritization, identification of opportunities, and proactive problem solving. By integrating deep work into your morning routine, you create a feedback loop of continuous improvement. Each early session helps refine your skills, sharpens judgment, and ensures that the work you do consistently contributes to meaningful outcomes and measurable progress toward your vision. Ultimately, allocating time for deep work and focused action in the early morning is a transformative habit. It maximizes your productivity, strengthens mental discipline, and accelerates personal and professional growth. The results of this practice compound over time, producing outcomes far greater than ordinary effort. By dedicating yourself to focused action before the world awakens, you gain a strategic advantage that propels you ahead of peers, sets the tone for the entire day, and ensures that your R-seat hours are used with maximum effectiveness to achieve your highest potential. Number 10, Plan and review your day for maximum efficiency. Starting your day with planning and ending it with review is one of the most powerful habits you can develop. By spending the first moments of your morning outlining priorities, setting intentions, and identifying key actions, you create clarity and direction for the entire day. Planning ensures that your energy, focus, and time are invested in activities that yield the highest results. Review at the end of the day allows you to measure progress, adjust strategies, and learn from successes and mistakes. This habit turns ordinary days into productive, purposeful, and high-impact experiences that consistently move you toward your goals. Morning planning requires discipline. You need to assess what truly matters, differentiate between urgent and important tasks, and commit to completing high-value activities first. Avoid filling your schedule with low-priority actions that give a false sense of busyness. Clarity comes from identifying the few key tasks that will make the most difference in your progress. By clearly defining what needs to be accomplished, you eliminate wasted effort, reduce stress, and maintain focus on results that truly matter. Each morning becomes a strategic session where you decide how your day will unfold with intentionality. The evening review is equally critical because it reinforces accountability and growth. At the end of the day, reflect on what was accomplished, what was delayed, and what could have been done better. Celebrate achievements, no matter how small, because they build confidence and motivation. Analyze setbacks objectively without judgment, extracting lessons that inform tomorrow's plan. This reflection transforms mistakes into learning opportunities and reinforces habits that lead to success. By reviewing daily, you gain awareness of your productivity patterns, recognize strengths and weaknesses, and create a continuous improvement cycle that compounds over time. Planning and reviewing also strengthens time management skills. You become adept at estimating how long tasks take, prioritizing effectively, and allocating resources efficiently. Each day, you practice making deliberate choices about how your time is spent, which reduces wasted hours and improves overall productivity. This habit helps you avoid overcommitting, manage distractions, and maintain focus on activities that generate results. The combination of planning and review creates a rhythm of intentional living where every hour has purpose and every action is aligned with your long-term vision. Daily planning improves decision-making by forcing you to think ahead and anticipate challenges. When you know your priorities, it becomes easier to say no to distractions, temptations, or low-value requests. Each decision is guided by clarity rather than reaction. You learn to evaluate opportunities based on their alignment with goals instead of impulse or external pressure. This strategic approach increases efficiency, reduces stress, and ensures that your efforts are focused on what produces the most meaningful outcomes. Planning empowers you to take control of your day rather than being controlled by circumstances. The review process also, when you reflect on your performance, you confront the reality of your actions and outcomes. Accountability builds integrity and self-discipline because you can no longer ignore what is or isn't getting done. By consistently reviewing your day, you internalize responsibility for your results. This self-awareness strengthens confidence and determination, creating a mindset where progress is inevitable. Because you continually learn from experience, adjust strategies, and remain committed to improvement. Accountability ensures that effort translates into real achievement, not just activity. Planning and reviewing daily fosters clarity and reduces mental clutter. Without a plan, your mind is constantly juggling tasks, remembering commitments, and reacting to interruptions. By writing down priorities and reviewing outcomes, you free mental space for focus, creativity, and problem solving. This mental clarity improves productivity, enhances decision-making, and allows you to approach tasks with confidence and purpose. Your mind becomes a tool for strategy rather than a reactionary instrument overwhelmed by random demands. Consistent planning and review turn chaos into order, stress into focus, and intentions into results. This habit also strengthens long. By planning daily, you align small actions with your larger goals, ensuring that each day contributes to meaningful progress. Reviewing daily keeps your vision alive and visible, reminding you why you invest effort and discipline. This alignment of daily actions with long-term objectives prevents wasted effort, maintains motivation, and creates a sense of accomplishment and direction. Over time, the cumulative effect of this practice compounds, transforming ordinary routines into extraordinary results that accelerate your personal and professional growth. Consistency is the key to unlocking the full power of planning and review. Even 1 hour of planning in the morning and reflection in the quieter evening can produce results far beyond what most achieve in a full day. The habit builds discipline, strategic thinking, and a proactive mindset that positions you ahead of those who act without direction. By making this a non-negotiable part of your routine, you gain control over your time, maximize your effectiveness, and ensure that your RRC hours are invested in actions that matter, creating unstoppable momentum towards success. Ultimately, the combination of planning and reviewing transforms how you approach every day. You gain clarity, focus, and control over your actions, energy, and results. This habit turns ordinary moments into purposeful steps toward your vision. Each day becomes an opportunity to grow, improve, and achieve more than you thought possible. By taking ownership of your time through disciplined planning and honest reflection, you unlock the full potential of your RRC hours. You are no longer a passive participant in your life, but an intentional architect, shaping your future and creating results beyond expectation.